We start with the blue and white logo of Guiding Eyes for the Blind. We see a winter sunrise through the trees. Guiding Eyes for the Blind presents the graduating class of January 2018. Ashlie and Black Lab Addie step onto the curb of a city sidewalk. Here we see Ashlie and Addie from a distance crossing a quiet city street. Bundled for the cold, they walk down a snowy residential street. Addie turns back towards Ashlie as she steps up on the curb of the sidewalk. After a snowstorm, Ashlie and Addie navigate past the icy spots of a parking lot. Congratulations, Addie's Razors, Carol Buchanan and Sarah Kate Hill. Now we have Bernard and his yellow lab, Herman, kneeling on the floor of their home looking at the camera. With parked cars to their left, Bernard and Herman walk down a sidewalk in a residential neighborhood. We see the two come towards us as they have just walked through the curve of a residential sidewalk. On a sunny day, Bernard and Herman are walking down a sidewalk with melted snow on either side. In their home, Bernard stands while Herman sits at his feet and looks proudly at the camera. Congratulations, Herman's razor, Elizabeth M. Dunn. Trey and his yellow lab, Shatner, walk across a white painted crosswalk with their trainer. As they step up onto the curb in an urban area, Shatner turns to look at Trey. Trey and Shatner walk down a snowy path on a cold, sunny day. Shatner waits patiently between Trey and his trainer as they talk at the edge of the sidewalk. Shatner lies on the floor and looks inquisitively towards the camera. Congrats to the Razors, Shannon Reddy and Alyssa Cornelius. Bundled up for a cold winter day, John walks down the sidewalk towards us with his German Shepherd Thor. Thor looks very relaxed as he lies on the floor between John's feet in Alumni Hall. From across the street, we see Thor is watching for traffic as John and friends wave and gesture at the camera. The new team maneuvers through a pathway with trees and obstacles on either side. From their right side, we see John and Thor crossing a snowy residential street. Congratulations, Thor's Razors, David and Julie Albany. Joy and her black lab, Eden, are walking through a mall. From behind the new team, we view them practicing the down escalator. In a shoe store, Eden waits patiently on the floor as Joy tries on sneakers. On a cold winter day, Joy and Eden walk down a patterned brick sidewalk. A smiling Joy sits with her arm around Eden, who is looking straight at the camera. Congratulations, Eden's Razors, Kaylin Harrow and Eric Mitchell. Lynette and her yellow lab, Cici, walk confidently down a snow-covered residential street. From behind, we watch the new team take a trip down the escalator. On an outdoor bench, Lynette leans forward and Cici gives her wet doggy kisses on the face. In the warmth of the mall, we see the happy new team walking towards us. In a store crouched next to Cici, Lynette holds a small Canadian flag. Congratulations, Cici's Razor, Carlisle Wilderman. Now we have Michael and his yellow lab, Pete, and we see them walking through the mall. Still at the mall, Michael reclines back in a chair and Pete thinks it might be big enough for two. While sitting, Michael leans forward and Pete gives him a nice kiss on the chin. From a mat across the room, Pete patiently watches Michael at the gym. Michael and Pete pose for the camera in front of an indoor island of plantings. Congrats, Pete's Razor, Emily Othiambo. Kalif and his black lab, Fitz, stand at the curb at the end of the sidewalk. Standing on their left side, we see Kalif and Fitz going through a white painted crosswalk. With snow in the foreground, we see Kalif and Fitz silhouetted against a hazy winter sun. Here we see Kalif and Fitz going down a long area of pavement with a reflective window on their right. Fitz leads Kalif through an area of various surfaces, fencing, and plantings. Congratulations, Fitz Razors, Susan and Roger Lahamadou. Now we have Oliver as he and his yellow lab, Irwin, walk down the street. At the museum, they stand in front of a large, colorful graphic of Jim Henson and the Muppets. On a bright sunny day in a bike path, Oliver stands while Irwin lays at his feet. At their home, Irwin rests on a patterned rug and Oliver stands behind him. Here the team stands next to fencing in front of what appears to be a turbulent reservoir. Congratulations, Irwin's razor, Sharon Kane. Pamela and her yellow lab, Allie, are walking through a busy intersection confidently. They walk down a sidewalk with various surfaces and obstacles like benches and plantings. Here we see a close-up of Allie turning and looking up at Pamela as they approach the edge of the sidewalk. As they reach the edge of the curb, Pamela leans down and gives Allie a nice pat for a job well done. Pamela and Allie navigate along the snowy edge of a curved road. Congratulations, Razors, Diane Goditis and Maureen Dinner. Here we have Rania and her yellow lab, Clyde, standing at the edge of a yellow textured curb. Rania and Clyde accompany the children with their backpacks down the sidewalk to school. Clyde looks up in anticipation as Rania reaches into the treat bag. Rania and Clyde walk down a wide sidewalk with a fence to their left and houses in the distance. Here we have a close-up of Clyde standing attentively in their home, looking at the camera. Congratulations, Clyde's razor, Courtney Miller. Richard maneuvers around a curved sidewalk with his yellow lab, Jiffy, on a warm, sunny day. From their left, we see the team is walking down a residential sidewalk. The two of them take a break, Richard sitting on a bench and Jiffy laying at his feet. Jiffy stares up at the pedestrian traffic pole as they wait to cross the street. Jiffy attentively follows Richard down an enclosed staircase. Congratulations, Jiffy's razors, Alan, Mary Lynn, and Bonnie Harvey, and Kayla Wallenweber. Here we see Sandra and her black lab, Val, walking through a crosswalk. As Sandra steps off the curb, Val confidently leads her into the street. Here the new team maneuvers through a hallway full of many corners and recesses. From up ahead, we see Sandra and Val coming towards us, working together on a village street. With bushes and fencing on one side and parked cars on the other, Val leads Sandra down a sidewalk. Congratulations, Val's razors, the Pios family, and S. Renee Hance. This is Shelby and her yellow lab, Olana, working together on a city sidewalk. In Alumni Hall, Olana takes a break, resting beneath Shelby's chair. At a curb leading to the crosswalk, Shelby and Olana check in with each other. From their right side, we watch Shelby and Olana walking briskly through a crosswalk. With their trainer, Shelby and Olana walk through a snowy path with trees on either side. Congratulations to the razors, Sierra Bloomer and Katie LeBlue. From up ahead, we see Susie and her black lab, Dottie, coming down an urban street. Sitting in Alumni Hall, Susie has Dottie's attention as she reaches into the treat bag. With their trainer, Susie and Dottie are crossing an alleyway in an urban area. On a cold winter's day, the new team stops at the door of the White Plains facility. At the training school, Susie and Dottie make their way down the dormitory hallway. Congrats to Dottie's Razors, the William B. Rector III family. In the class portrait, the graduates are seated with their guides in front of them and the trainers behind them. We thank this month's sponsors for their generosity. From Nancy Kern, my wish for all of the graduates from the past, in the future, and those sitting here today is that with the new 4 legs that will now lead you, that the world becomes bigger, your feeling of independence soars, and that you find everything overflowing with beauty. You are all an inspiration. Congratulations, and enjoy the paths you find yourselves discovering. Congratulations, Trey and Shatner and all the graduating teams of the class of January 2018. We are proud to sponsor your graduation day and wish you all the best in your travels together. Priceline.com. Guiding Eyes for the Blind gratefully remembers our friend and supporter, Alice H. Mathias. Alice had a lifelong passion for animals and greatly valued our dogs and mission. Her generous legacy has enriched lives by providing our graduates with the independence and companionship of a Guiding Eyes dog. Allie was special named in loving memory of Alice H. Mathias. Shatner was special named in honor of Priceline. We gratefully acknowledge the Fain family for their support of our online streaming capabilities. We finish with the blue and white logo of Guiding Eyes for the Blind. Congratulations, graduates!